ET disaster led to thousands of unsold cartridges being buried in a New Mexico landfill, symbolizing the video game crash of 1983. First Easter egg was in the game Adventure for Atari, allowing players to discover a hidden message created by the developer. Highest grossing game. Minecraft has sold over 200 million copies worldwide, more than any other game. Mario was a carpenter in the original Donkey Kong game before becoming a plumber in later games. Bloodburn City is inspired by an actual Romanian salt mine known for its vast and ornate underground chambers. Voice of Mario has been performed by Charles Martinet since 1991 across various Nintendo games. First game in space was StarCraft, which was played by astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery in 1999. AI breakthrough occurred when DeepMind's AlphaGo defeated world champion Lee Sedol in the game of Go, a historic moment for artificial intelligence. World of Warcraft's gold is more valuable than some real-world currencies due to its in-game economy. Steam's largest library boasts over 30,000 games as of 2023, making it the largest digital distribution platform for PC gaming. Psychological horror inception in gaming started significantly with Silent Hill, influencing an entire genre with its atmosphere. Final Fantasy was a last attempt by creator Hironobu Sakaguchi, who planned to retire if the game failed. Zelda's name was inspired by Zelda Fitzgerald, the famous American novelist and wife of F. Scott Fitzgerald. Doom popularized FPS, but it was not the first. That honor goes to 1992's Wolfenstein 3D. Pac-Man was designed to attract female players, with its non-violent, maze chase gameplay being seen as more appealing. Video games can improve vision by training the brain to see smaller details, as studies suggest. Largest virtual protest occurred in EVE Online, involving over 3,000 players voicing concerns over game changes. Game Boy's durability was showcased when a unit survived the bombing during the Gulf War and still functioned. The Sims language, Simlish, was developed to make the dialogue universally understandable without actual words. Longest video game marathon lasted 572 hours and was set by Kari Svidetsky in 2015. Nintendo existed as a card company for decades before transitioning to video games in the 1970s. Virtual economies can impact real-world economics, with in-game currencies being traded for real money. GTA V earned $1 billion in its first 3 days, making it the fastest-selling entertainment product ever. Most expensive game. Destiny cost $500 million to develop and market, making it one of the most expensive games ever made. Games used for training include flight simulators for pilots and tactical games for military training. Pokémon was inspired by creator Satoshi Tajiri's childhood hobby of insect collecting. The first 100% digital game was Sinclair's ZX81 Chess, released in 1981 on a platform with only 1 KB of RAM. Indie game success. Among Us surged in popularity 2 years post-release, showing the potential longevity of indie games. Esports scholarships, offered by over 200 US colleges, reflecting the growing legitimacy of competitive gaming. First female game designer was Donna Bailey, co-creator of Centipede in 1980. Music in games can be so influential that concerts are held playing only video game music, such as Video Games Live. Games before GPUs relied solely on the CPU for graphics processing, limiting early game complexity. Haptic feedback innovation in controllers enhances immersive gaming by providing tactile responses to in-game actions. Oldest game character is Mr. Game & Watch, created in 1980, crediting Mario. Games reduce stress, according to some studies, by providing escape and satisfying immediate goals. First online multiplayer game was Empire in 1973, a strategic turn-based game for up to 8 players. Skyrim modding community has created over 60,000 mods since the game's release, greatly extending its life. Or games like Pokemon Go have driven real-world social interactions and exploration, promoting physical activity. Cloud gaming revolutionizes access by streaming games directly to devices, bypassing the need for expensive hardware. Games in museums, like Pac-Man and Tetris, are featured in the Museum of Modern Art's collection. Permadeath in gaming increases stakes and tension, making each player's decision crucial to survival. Speedrunning communities develop detailed strategies to complete games as fast as possible, often raising money for charity. Narrative games, like The Last of Us, have been acclaimed for storytelling comparable to films. Amiibo figures unlock content in Nintendo games, integrating physical collectibles with gaming experiences. Gaming improves coordination by enhancing hand-eye coordination and reaction times through fast-paced gameplay. Interactive drama games, like Heavy Rain, allow players to shape the story based on their decisions. Prosthetic controller adapters are developed to help physically disabled players enjoy video games without limitations. Retro gaming resurgence shows growing interest in classic games and consoles, leading to market re-releases and events. Games with moral choices, like Mass Effect, offer branching paths and multiple endings depending on player decisions. First playable female character was in Ms. Pac-Man, launched in 1982, pioneering gender representation in video games.